Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reviewing Season 2 of Doctor Who, and this will be the first half of the video, and the second half will come very soon, probably the same day. So without any further ado, let's get on with the first episode, The Christmas Invasion. The Christmas Invasion is set right after the parting of the ways, and as the Doctor has regenerated, they go back to the Council estate, and the Doctor has to go into a hibernation of sorts in Rose's house, flat, because I don't know, he's still not fully regenerated or something, mentally I guess, so yeah, he's asleep, and then like a Christmas tree starts going on a rampage. And not only that, there are like robot Santas like doing stuff, and then like a lot of people just start walking out of their house and are about like go up to the roof of wherever they live, and they stop, and no one can understand why. But then like some stuff happens, and then we find out it's these aliens called the Sycorax, who are another warrior race in Doctor Who. Yeah, I know there's a ton of them. But yeah, they've got sort of a blood thing that controls every person with that type of blood, and they say, do something or we'll make them jump off and die. But then the Doctor wakes up and he's on the ship, and he has a sword fight with the Sycorax leader and gets his arm cut off, but he regenerates it back again, and then he kills the Sycorax guy, even though I thought the Doctor wouldn't do that. Overall, I'd give the Christmas Invasion a, a 6 out of 10, because it's just an okay episode. And in terms of rating the alien, I'd give the Sycorax a 6 out of 10, because they're alright. They're a bit fleshy, a bit bony. They look cool without their helmets on, and they look cool with them on. So yeah, they're a bit sort of medieval-like. The next episode is called New Earth, and it is sort of a sequel to End of the World, which is the second episode of Season 1, and it's basically they go to Earth 2, where they have Applegrass and that, and they go to a hospital and discover there's loads of cures to diseases that shouldn't have cures yet. The hospital is run by these cat nuns, and they're like sort of half cat, half people, and we also see the face of Bo there, and in the basement is Cassandra with her minion Chip, and throughout the episode they do like body swaps with the Doctor or with Rose. But anyway, at the end of the episode they find there's loads of ill people that they've been experimenting on, and then they get all the cures, and the Doctor puts them on himself, and then they all hug and get cured. Overall, I'd give New Earth a 5.5 out of 10, because it's just another okay episode. But it's good to see like all the old guys, like the face of Bo and Cassandra again. But it was a little bit silly how they cured all the people by just hugging them. And in terms of rating the aliens, first of all, I'll rate Chip, who's like Cassandra's sidekick. He is probably like a 4 out of 10, because he's just really a person with a lot of henna tattoos on his face. But he's memorable, so that's why I put him higher than I would have done. And then the cat nuns would probably be a 5.9 out of 10, because they look really cool and realistic to a cat and a person combined. The next episode, Tooth and Claw, is about Doctor and Rose going back in time to, whenever Queen Victoria was alive, and they go to Scotland, and they are in Torchwood House, Torchwood House is quite an important thing, because it comes up later. Torchwood is basically the bad wolf of last season. But anyway, speaking of bad wolves, the episode revolves around a werewolf, and so basically they have to fight off a werewolf, and in the end they do, using a telescope and a crystal. Overall, I give the episode a 7 out of 10 because it is actually a pretty good episode with pretty cool monsters and stuff like that. And the werewolf, I would give a 5.9 out of 10 because it looks pretty cool. I would have rated it higher, but it was like all CGI, so it would have been cool if it was like a practical effect. But the CGI doesn't look that bad for the 2006. The next episode is titled School Reunion, and it's all about the doctor who is infiltrating a school run by Krillitane, where give the kids chips that make them really smart, and they do all sorts of hacking business. And Sarah Jane Smith, who is a past companion, is there with K9. And yeah, they save the day. In terms of rating the aliens, that being the Krillitane, I would give them a 7 out of 10. They used to scare me as a child. Before I even watched the episode, I used to see them on Doctor Who posters, but they used to creep me out because they look like sort of creepy bats. But yeah, they're pretty cool. The effects aren't that great, but I think they look cool anyway. And then as a sort of bonus, it isn't really an alien, but it's a robot, I rate K9, and I'll give him 7 out of 10. Because yeah, he's cool, he's a robot dog, even cooler, and he has a voice and he goes, "Mistress!" and a little plunger in between his eyes, like a Dalek. The next episode is The Girl in the Fireplace, and it's about how the Doctor, Mickey and Rose go into space, and they go on a ship called the Marie Antoinette, and it's got different body parts all in the ship, and the Doctor sees a fireplace in it, and he goes through, and it goes back to whatever century of France where Marie Antoinette is, and she is being watched by these clockwork robots who want to take her organs, and basically I think they do in the end. Overall, I give The Girl in the Fireplace a 6.7 out of 10, because it's a pretty good episode with memorable characters and aliens in, and they're pretty creepy aliens too. Well, they're not even aliens, they're robots. So in terms of rating the robots, and clockwork robots are a bit special, I'd give them an 8 out of 10 because they're really cool and memorable.